Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and it's Friday, so that means it's another day of page by page with Kyung Shotwell. I'm sorry, I got thrown off because it said signature 2, which this is. We've got another whole signature with 20 big fat pages, and this one is getting big and fat too, and I'll show you in just a second. This is week 38. And we're almost done. We have 38, 39, and 40, and then we're done. And this week's prompt is notebook. And since we're going to be taking a couple week break in March, I'm not really sure what date this is coming out, so I'm not going to give you a date. I refuse. So we can move this out of the way. And this is the book that we've got so far. It's all big and fat. You can barely close it. Oops, tipping it the wrong way, backwards on the camera, so we can barely get it closed. I was going to make a cover for it, but now I'm not sure that I am. If I do make a cover, I'm just going to use an elastic band to hold this in. I'm not going to be taking pages out, but I don't want to try to sew through it either. That would be just too much. Too much. Okay, so this week's prompt, like I said, is notebook. We're not going to do a belly band with a notebook. No, we're not. Let's set the book to, we are going to be using lace today, and I just want to make a note that it's the same lace that we've been using throughout. This has been coffee dyed, and this is one little bit of lace that we didn't use the same, but we used it here, and we're about to use it again. And yes, we're going to use a charm and a bulb pin. I've decided that I really like the bulb pins better than an eyelet, but we may do an eyelet on the last page or something like that. We'll see. So today, like I said, you're going to need lace. I'm inking in Victorian velvet. You're going to need some sort of a repositional what do you call it, glue or tape or whatever. I use the Easy Dots by Scrapbook Adhesives. You can put the little dots down, and then you can close something and open it, close it, open and close it. However, you can also use Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. Now, with Tack It Over and Over, the trick is you don't want to seal it permanently. So when the glue is still wet, don't close whatever it is, the envelope flap or whatever. You have to wait until it dries. So once it dries, then it's repositional adhesive, temporary, or you can make it permanent. Like I said, if you glue it before it, or press it down before it dries. I like this until I got this, and now I love this. So let's get going here. Today's kit is Secret Garden by the Journal Boat. I went back through some kits that I had already printed out, and I've always loved this kit. It's very pretty. I like all of the Journal Boat kits. And that's Oz, of course. And so this is going to be our paper. And this is going to be our backing paper, which we don't need right now. You guys know this by now. Put that away. And then some of this I was able to do ahead of time only because when I was looking through the papers, I found a scrap that was the perfect size for the envelope, and then I found a tag that I'm going to use where the closure is. Okay, it just so happened to work out that way. I went ahead and inked the envelope, which is cream colored, and it is invitation size, so that means it is 5 3/4 by 4 3/8. How helpful. Anyway, so we'll go through this in just a second. Well, actually, I guess we'll go through it now. Let's see which way our page opens. I believe it opens on this side. Ooh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Yes, it opens this way. So we are going to want to make sure our envelope opens that way. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to get your notebook out. So having said that, we're going to this is going to be the notebook, this and the coffee dyed paper, and this particular coffee dyed paper has been sprayed with the white metallic alcohol ink / acrylic paint combination that I make. And if you want to know how to make it, it's easy. You just fill up a little spray bottle. Where is one? They're way far away. Hold on. I believe these are 3 ounce. Just a little spray bottle with some alcohol almost to the top, and then you just put a teeny bit of paint in it, and then you shake it until your arm falls off. And then every time you go to use it, or every time you're done using it, turn it upside down and spray it till nothing comes out, and that keeps your little spray nozzle from clogging. And then every time you use it, you're going to have to shake it up a lot. When you first use the bottle, the little hose that's inside, you want to clip that at an angle so that it doesn't touch the bottom, because if it touches the bottom, the paint will collect around it. It will clog it up and you'll never be able to finish. Okay. So that's the quick note on that. I do have a video on how to do it, and how to make something else homemade, and I don't remember what it is. We've got a timer that's set for 30 minutes, and that's just because I need to switch the video over at that time. It doesn't mean that's the amount of time that we have. This is going to definitely, probably definitely take more than 30 minutes, or maybe not. But I've yammered on now, so we only have, what do we have? We're 7 minutes, so we have 23 minutes left before I have to switch the video. So we're going to set the notebook and the paper aside for just 1 second, along with our backing paper. And the first thing we're going to do is, oh, well, I guess we're going to cut the notebook cover and then we're going to ink it. So now to figure that out, we're going to have to use the envelope. You know, why don't we go ahead and decorate the envelope first? It's not going to be very hard. This is just a regular tag, and I folded it in half, and then I'm just going to slide it over the end right here, and that gives us something to open and close. Plus it's decorative. You can paper this if you like, but I like the cream color / ivory. No, this is cream. The other envelopes I have are ivory, which are a little bit whiter. And then when you open it up, you can paper inside here as well. But it is an envelope, and so with a notebook in it. And if you want to paper all the way up to here, you can. If you want to trim this off right here, you most certainly can. I'm just going to glue my scrap that just so happened to fit perfectly. Plus, it's addressed to someone, so that's like a letter, and I thought that was perfect as well. So let's go ahead and glue this on. Now you don't want to glue this shut. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to not glue the top, and then we are going to glue this along the top, because we don't want to glue this shut. And I'm not sure exactly. Now see, I did that all the way up, and you and I both know that this part is not going to have glue on it. Okay. So how far up is it going to go? So about to here. And then we're going to glue this. This is a little bit different. We're going to glue this around the sides. And then that will glue the sides and the bottom, and this middle part will be glued by the glue that's on here. So push that up so that it's got a little edge around it. Looks like there's a little bit of extra glue still over here. Let's see if I can wipe it off. Yep, it's coming right up with the glue eraser. And now when I inked the inside of here all around the edge. And yeah, and make sure the print is the right way. All right, so now we're going to glue this on and just glue all of it all the way around. Part's going to be on the front, part's going to be on the back, and yes, part of it's going to glue to itself, and you don't really need to glue both sides, but you know, why not? Make sure it's in the center. Make sure that it's straight. And I've already inked it. Make sure that it sticks to itself. Okay. You know, we could put a little bit of the thinner lace right there. Let me see what that looks like. If we were going to do that, we should have put it on first and then put this over it. Never talk with a pin in your mouth. Recipe for disaster. Okay, so we've got that. So let's make our notebook. Now I pre-marked on here how wide it was going to need for the notebook to still slide down inside, which is here. So let's go ahead and cut it that wide. And cut the you could make a thicker notebook. We're just going to make a really thin one in the interest of being squished. I may add one more. Okay, so now we need to trim this paper off. Wonder how wide this is. Five inches wide. Yeah, we might as well. Now let's take these two pieces of paper, and then we want to trim them off. Sorry about that. Making a lot of noise. About that much, I think. This is really pretty. It's got like a window and some flowers. Very pretty. It's also directional. There's writing. So if we put those two together and then fold it in half, that'll make 4 pages. Let's make sure that's going to fit. Yep, that should all work nicely. I'm just squeezing it in half. I'm going to use my bone folder. Now, I would like to use my tiny attacher, but it will not reach. It only goes in this far. The way it's made, you cannot open it up and still staple. When you open it up, it undoes this. Plus, it still is only that deep. It's not like a regular swing line. Took me forever to figure out how to open that. It didn't come with directions. Let me grab my swing line. I did move it. Okay. So we're going to open this up, and I think it'll fit in here. Oh, just a little bit short. So we're going to get out our piece of foam. And I don't want this to move because I don't want it to stick out below the half of the notebook. So we're going to open up our swing line. Good old swing line. I've had this thing for like 30 years or more, probably more. And I just did it backwards. Pretend like I didn't do it backwards, to where the rounded part of the staples opens to the outside. Then you have to fold it over, the staples over. I find using the side of my finger first helps a lot. And then take your bone folder to them. Okay. Wonder if the bone folder would work on the first part. This is an experiment. Nope. See, that one went right down. This one's down. It's just a smidge crooked, that's all. Okay, so now we should have our notebook. And what I forgot to do was ink around the edges. I also forgot to put the pin back in my glue. which in no way, shape, or form is any good for the glue. This is double-sided printed on both sides, double-sided. So this paper looks really pretty in here. I know this is the exciting part. This Victorian velvet is one of my new favorite colors, along with gathered twigs. Is that what it's called? Yeah, gathered twigs instead of vintage photo. This Paint a Lot. She's got a YouTube channel, a Facebook group. I believe is the first one that mentioned that gathered twigs. Oh, I was going to say, Kyung doesn't have a video this week, but you can still catch mine, and the link to her other videos is below. That's why I haven't been, or we haven't been doing prompts back and forth, and I've just been doing them. Okay. So, let's make sure this fits in here. That probably would have been a good idea, huh? There we go. Notebook. Inside envelope. We're going to put our repositional tape on this part right here. And that will hold that down. And then you'll be able to open it right back up though. I always have the most trouble with that little thing. Not that it doesn't want to go on, but I forget which way to do it. So now I'm wondering, didn't I say it opens this way? So then we need to put it in here. So that means it looks like we need to put the lace on first, by just a smidge. See, it's going to go over it just a little teeny bit. We're going to put this in the center. I've been trying to watch the Marvel movies on Disney Plus. I love them. And I've been watching the Thor movies. They always make him seem so kind of dumb. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, or if he was in the comics that way, or what. I'm not really sure why I put the lace up by the ink. Probably not my wisest move. Okay, so let's set this to the side. Let's set this to the side. We'll get out our glue. This is Fabri-Tac. I'm going to glue it to where this center thicker area right here is right along the edge of the page. I just keep wanting to double check and make sure I'm doing it correctly. My glue's gotten kind of thick. I'm going to have to thin it out or add some more to it. I'll probably add some more to it since I like keeping it full when it gets down to half. Then I like to fill it back up again. That way I always know how much I have too, as far as needing more glue. Glue is expensive. It's $15 a bottle. It's insane. It's insanely expensive. Move that over. Okay. Let it a second to dry. I got a little carried away with the glue. Okay, I don't know why I did that. We're going to glue the envelope to the page. I think that's pretty. Could almost put a little piece of lace across there. Nope, the time for the lace on the envelope would have been before we put this on. I do believe. Take a swallow of my pop real quick. I'm gonna glue this pretty well since you're going to be taking the notebook in and out. It literally was snowing a little while ago. Just little flakelets. It didn't even stick to the ground or anything, but geez. You live in Seattle. See if I line this up, then I'll know it's straight. I didn't put it all the way to the bottom on purpose. Okay. All right, hold on just 1 second. We're going to change the video for the last 3 minutes. Okay, sorry about my arm. We're going to put our charms on. Sorry about that. Forgot to turn my little timer off. That's how close we were. So I think I'm going to put the moon and the stars and the star in here. Now let's see, the little star has stuff on both sides, and so does the little moon. So we're all right either way. Okay, let's put them right here. Through the glue a little bit, and then back up. Yeah, I'm not happy with how many loops of lace that is underneath. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now we got the moon and stars. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. Wonder if that's going to mess up when we open our envelope. No, we can still take our notebook in and out. Okay. Now let's glue this to our backing paper. And then we'll have some fun gluing this into the book. I should have left Oz's little hair on there, and then we could have had him in the book immemorialized. Or memorialized. You know? Right, because immemorialized would be not. Right? You guys are just going to have to tell me these things, because sometimes when I'm working, the old bean is not working on anything except what I'm working on. And then I say stupid things that I know are wrong. I don't know, it's time immemorial. So that means what? Beyond memory? Alright, I give up. Never mind. So we're going to put this on here. Remember to center this without using the lace as edge. Well, that turned out pretty. Okay. So, in order to get this in here, pretty sure it's not gonna just glue onto here. Or maybe it will. Let's give it a whirl before we take the book apart. I always feel like I'm going to lose my place where the pages go. And you know they're all in order, you know, in the order of the prompts and everything. And I really don't want to lose that. I don't want to take a chance on moving something around to the wrong spot. And then getting the pages put back together out of order. Okay, we want to make sure this opens to the outside. Okay. Look at that. It's a miracle. There's our charms. Nice, nice. I like it. And our envelope. And our page. Very pretty. And we only have 2 pages left. So that's the page for page 38, and I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.